Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, it's time to blow it up. The Philadelphia Eagles, fall to the Cleveland Browns, and just it's just everything now is just a slow beating, a slow death in the sense. It's terrible. It's like you feel lifeless even watched it. They play with no purpose. They're undisciplined. Hard counts from Baker. First of all, you got Baker Mayfield dancing in the game against us with 0 touchdown passes. Baker Mayfield is happily dancing with 0 touchdown passes. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of saying Carson Wentz looked bad. Look how many times he was hit. Look how many times he was hurried. The offensive line is bad. Bad. This team, time and time again, shows allegiance to old players who helped us, who just been down with us for a long time. Time and time again, they show allegiance to old players who do nothing for us on the football field. Jason Peters should have been gone, bruh. Shouldn't even bring him back this year. Wide receivers don't get separation. Thus, you got Wentz holding the ball, hoping somebody can get separation. Then we all want Wentz to throw the ball away. I mean, like I said earlier in the week, if Carson Wentz throws the ball away every time he probably should throw the ball away, it's a wasted down. It's a wasted down. It's a wasted down. At this point, bring Jalen Hurts in, and I'm going to tell you why. Not because of the play of Carson Wentz, because how much more can his body take? How much more can he take? One of the guys who's getting hit and sacked and hurried around the same amount as Carson Wentz is Joe Burrow. Look what happened to Burrow today. He's done for the season. 9 times out of 10, he's done. You cannot keep letting a quarterback take the amount of punishment that Carson Wentz is taking. I didn't see any design rollouts. Everything was fluff that they told us. They started off running the ball, but Doug got bored with that. He got bored with that. Every opportunity to go out here and punch this team in the mouth was there. Get the stop. Miles and them running the ball down the throat, and we stopped running the ball again. The way we were running the ball, we were setting them up, but the play calling is trash, man. It's trash. We were setting them up with how good we were running the ball. On the play where Miles Sanders fumbled, if you give Carson Wentz the keeper, he scores. What is up with all these read options that we running? We ran a read option on 3rd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 7. On a passing down, we ran a read option with Carson Wentz and Boston Scott. One of the worst play calls of the season. This team has no discipline on defense. Baker with the hard counts. Baker had us jumping like a game of double dutch. And we got the Seahawks next week, man. How far are we going to go down the rabbit hole? I'm not even worrying about what nobody else did in the division today. It don't even matter. We can't finish our own food. That's rule number 1. So if everybody lose this week, we still got like a half game up against who? The Giants? If everybody loses this week, we're a half game up against the Giants. Who cares? It's a slow pounding. It's getting ridiculous, man. Doug Peterson should not be calling plays anymore. At this point, you got to sit Carson Wentz down for his health. You got to blow up that offensive line, the entire offensive line. Kelsey, Lane, all of them. Don't even bring Brooks back. Blow it up. That's how I'm feeling right now. Because you're not getting no effort from out of Jason Peters. Jason Peters is old and washed, bruh. You're not getting any effort. Old and washed. Carson Wentz is taking a violent beating and taking the blame for the brunt of a lot of these losses. Taking the blame. Now, the defense came out with the intentions on stopping the run, and they did a really good job. They stopped the run for as long as they could until Chubb was able to break a 50-yarder, I think, with a nice stiff arm. Baker ain't do nothing to beat us. We just can't do nothing. Our offense is garbage, bruh. Garbage. Garbage. If somebody get a 14-point lead on us, it's a wrap. We can't come back from that. We don't put up points in the first half of the game, and then we get desperate in the second half and put Carson Wentz in positions to throw more interceptions. We're bad coached. We're bad at executing. Everything is just bad from top to bottom. We're bad from top to bottom, and we deserve the record that we got. We deserve the record that we got. These other teams in the division might got the record that they got because they got injuries. Dallas got injuries. You know what I'm saying? The Giants are young. Washington, injuries and young and mix and matching lineups. Everybody's dealing with the same stuff. We cannot sit here and say anything. No excuses. We're a bad football team. We're one of the top 5 worst football teams in the league. And at this point, it's not worth going to the playoffs in this division. I don't think it's worth it. I think with the money situation that we got coming up next season, you might need to consider shutting it down for the rest of the season. You might need to consider it and get you as many draft picks as possible because a lot of these veterans need to be replaced. Avonte Maddox is trash. I don't want to hear nobody saying Travis Fulgham is a bum now because of, a couple of the drop passes. No. Travis Fulgham is due for a down game. He's been a bright spot for us for the majority of the season. You got to get Carson Wentz some coaching. You got to get him a coach who cares. You know what I'm saying? On the pick 6, I know a lot of people want to say Carson Wentz missed the read or whatever. He didn't miss the read. You got to learn football. We'll be breaking that play down more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it looked wide open, but it really wasn't wide open for the design of the play. On the safety, he should have threw the ball away. There's no excuse for that one. I think he should have threw the ball away given the situation. But if you take an intentional grounding right there, isn't it still a safety for everybody? You know what I'm saying? He can't. Where was he going to go? And why aren't we running in a situation like that on the 2-yard line? Why are we calling a shotgun play? Was it a shotgun? I don't know. But you can't take intentional grounding right there. So many things were questionable. So many things. We look like a junior varsity football team, bro. A junior varsity football team. We're terrible. We stink. We didn't deserve the win today. I don't see not one game left on the schedule that we could possibly win putting up 10 points. It's just ridiculous, man. The Philadelphia Eagles need to try to get this thing tightened up. They need to try to get this thing switched around, or we will be in this situation for the long haul. You know what I mean? I don't know. Pre-snap penalties on the offensive side of the ball. False starts, illegal formations, all the stuff that you're supposed to have down pat in practice. We don't have down pat in practice. Like I said, Baker Mayfield with the hard count had us looking real amateur-like. Those are practice mistakes. On the pick 6, confusion, dudes not knowing who to block, letting the free rusher come from the opposite side of the field to hit Carson Wentz in the back as he's throwing the ball, popping the ball in the air, creating the pick 6 are discipline things. Discipline. It's like we have a bunch of robots on defense. They know the game plan is to, let's not let them beat us on the ground, but also let's be trash in the air. Avonte Maddox, I don't know what you were doing today. McLeod and the D-line and a lot of them dudes, they played well. I saw Baker Mayfield fake sweat out his boots. We just have no discipline. And you can't, I mean, you can teach discipline, but in order to teach discipline, you got to be a disciplined teacher. You have to live discipline yourself. Practice is a big part of why we look the way we look. And you listen, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I feared we would go through some dark times, and these dark times are upon us. We're going to have to weather the storm because we got to look forward to better football. Not too far away were the days when we played crisp football. I believe Carson Wentz's best days are ahead of him. I believe that the coaching is firmly working against the offense, period. Not one rollout, no discipline in staying with the run. Nothing to make Carson Wentz's skill set jump off the radar was called for him today. Nothing. The Philadelphia Eagles and Doug Peterson, I don't want to hear any press conferences. You know what I mean? Like literally, the momentum and the soul is done. It's out of me. It's out of me at this point. The Philadelphia Eagles are just, they might be done for the season. Let me know what you think in the comments.